It is a monster matchup,
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And here's Dembele! Kvaratskhelia! Stefan on goal. Defending of the desperate variety. Marcola drives it in. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Joao Palhinha. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Savani. João Neves, and it's played forward. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Xavi Simons tries a deft little ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bissouma. Joao Palhinha. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. And here's Solanke. And Solanke! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he played it back swiftly. Pedro Porro. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Zabani gently done. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Hakimi. João Neves. And here's Kvaratskhelia!
Kvaratskhelia just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Joao Palhinha. Kudus chasing after it. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos. João Neves. Aim forwards. Pedro Porro gets it away. Moved on forwards. And it's Simons. And he's picked out the run. Marquinhos. João Neves. Doué.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Xavi Simons. Bissouma. Kudus. Romero. Udogi. Kudus. Kudus. Johnson! There it is! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kvaratskhelia. Sabani. Nuno Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Johnson tries making a foray down the right. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes, played into... He's had a shot! Udogi getting this one clear. Johnson. Van de Ven. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Xavi Simons. Kudus. And it's Kudus. Bissouma. Kudus. Kudus! They've scored! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Doué. Doué forwards and with intent. Deftly away. Over to the left. Get a throw in. Doué. It's anyone's ball now. He's got Kvaratskhelia! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Romero.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Doué. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcola. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Fabian Ruiz. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. And here's Xavi Simons. No, he's missed it.
Xavi Simons clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Zabani shifted upfield. Barcola is the guilty party there. Bissouma. And it's Simons. And they've got Reid. João Neves. A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Romero getting this one clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kvaratskhelia moved on forwards. And here's Dembele. Dembele, oh, good spread. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he's heaved it away. Barcola. Udogi with the clearance. And it's been taken short. Looking for a decent ball in. The shot! That carried quite a threat. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven, 8 forwards. Bissouma gently done. Marquinhos, João Neves, Barcola, Dembele, played out to the left flank. Van de Ven. Brennan Johnson. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Dembele hits it! And he hits the net. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Johnson does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Played down the flank. Can he get onto this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedro Porro. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Kudus. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Right, Doué. And here's Dembele. And it's Hakimi. Doué. Hakimi elects to cross. Doué. Xavi Simons wins the duel this time. Romero. And it's played forward. Johnson. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. It's very disappointing, it has to be said. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. Xavi Simons. That's really well manoeuvred. Kudus. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Romero. Udogi. Kudus. Can he latch on to this? This looks promising. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Savani. Hakimi aimed forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Romero. And it's Simons. And here's Kudus. Here's a chance! And that's off target.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Marquinhos. Barcola shifted upfield. Mendes looking to get on the end of this. He's fouled in there. Kudus. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance here to counter. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. Alinia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's lost his man here. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alinia gently done. Tries a measured ball. He's being a Johnson! Mendes. He is just caressing the ball. Barcola spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Looks across and plays it in. That's too far for anyone. It's Udogi. Kudus. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Doué. Moved on forwards. So what can they make of this? Hakimi looking for a runner. It could be in here. So much close for a shot! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Xavi Simons is onto it in a flash. Bissouma. Here's Solanke. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Johnson. Up towards the front line. Marquinhos makes the interception. And it's played forward. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Barcola. Oh, that's nice. Kvaratskhelia! That was no routine save.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Mendes shifted upfield. João Neves. Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Kvaratskhelia, it's a delicate pass. Gets it away. João Neves. And it's Hakimi. Good take. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's neat. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Solanke shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Sabani aim forwards. João Palhinha. And it's Simons. Oh, it's come loose. Hakimi. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Kudus. Solanke. Solanke chooses to go back. A chance to play it in. In it comes. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Bissouma. And here's Solanke. Solanke. Fabian Ruiz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It'll be a throw-in. João Palhinha. Udogu. And it's Simons. And here's Kudus. Fabian Ruiz defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Kvaratskhelia. Out to the right.
Kvaratskhelia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kvaratskhelia. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Doué. Barcola. It's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Fabian Ruiz plays it short. Bissouma, gently done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nice looking ball. That has been knocked clear. Bissouma. And here's Kudus. He's well positioned. Johnson! Pedro Porro. Johnson hurtling down that right flank. Xavi Simons. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Doué. Zabani aimed forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Hakimi. Doué. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. It's a loose ball. He came in hard, very hard. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Lobbed in behind. And that has been clubbed away. Neves, and here's Kvaratskhelia. Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Neves gets his final warning.
I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Romero. And it's Udogi. Bissouma. And here's Kudus. And here's shoots! Really well cleared. Now who's going to be first to this? He has a look up, shapes to shoot! Neves tries to clear. Doué gently done. chip through. We're not going to make any further progress now. Udogi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Dembele. Looking to break at pace. Nicely intercepted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bissouma shifted upfield. And that has been cleared. Dembele. We expected better, and so did he. Moved on forwards. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. It's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that's well seen too. Fabian Ruiz. Deep into stoppage time. Marquinhos goes forward. Van der Ven cuts it out. And it's played forward. Pedro Porro. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Oh, it's Dembele. Johnson. Great position here. Solanke takes a shot. It's in. What remarkable powers of recovery.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is quite a and that'll be the last act of the first half. Paris Saint-Germain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. That is lovely. Brilliantly cut out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Udogi forwards and with intent. And it's Simons. Very nicely done. There are a few waiting for it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hakimi. Doué. Barcola. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele tries to thread one through. Nuno Mendes. Lovely bit of skill. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Solanke. Kudus. Johnson. And the finish! Pedro Porro with the short one. And it's Kudus. Hakimi getting this one clear. Bissouma. Simons. Bissouma. Udogi. Oh, sweet feet. Bissouma. Now it's Solanke. And Solanke! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Could be danger here. Johnson. And here's Kudus. And a chance! Can he deliver? And he's there to get it away. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Doué played out towards the right wing. And it's Doué. Johnson. João Palhinha. Palhinha shifted upfield. Savani. Marquinhos. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Barcola. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Bissouma. Has a look and plays it forward. Pass has gone astray. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Kudus. Udogi. Oh, nice touch. It's run loose here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Out to the left it goes. Barcola chips it through. Kvaratskhelia crosses it in. And it's hoisted clear. Danger averted for now. And the counter is on. Now it's Kudus. Simons. And here's Solanke. Solanke! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fabian Ruiz. João Neves, aimed forwards, and it's Mendes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Barcola, Nuno Mendes, Palhinha, gently done. And it's Simons. Played out to the right. Now it's Solanke. Johnson. Great chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Moved on forwards. Solanke. And here's Xavi Simons. Big chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Bissouma. Kudus. Bissouma forwards and with intent, and it's played forward. Kvaratskhelia. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bissouma. Udogu. It's made its way to him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zabani. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Bissouma. And here's Solanke, and he's found a way past. Proves too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Solanke simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Romero tries to clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Simons. That's good defending, very good defending.
Zabani, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Doué. Zabani. Kvaratskhelia. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Barcola. And here's Dembele. Dembele played out towards the right wing. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Doué. Cross from Hakimi. Defending of the desperate variety. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Doué. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Kudus. Alex Simons. Back into the middle. Cleared without complication.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Brennan Johnson. Bissouma. Here's Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons opts. Can he finish? He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Dembele. It's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fabian Ruiz goes short. And here's Ruiz. So who's he picking out? Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Tries to get it clear. Saban. Doué. Saban. And here's Dembele! Dembele! And he comes up trumps again. Bissouma. Romero shifted upfield. Van der Ven aimed forwards. Johnson gently done. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Barcola. Paris Saint-Germain to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. And he cuts out the supply. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Johnson. And it's Kudus. João Neves. Saban. Hakimi. Doué. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kudus. And it's Udogu. That's tidy. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Hakimi, clipped into space. Doué looking to run onto it. Doué. Hakimi. That's very neat. Well timed, excellent interception. Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly. Kudus. Johnson. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been cut short. Romero. Pedro Porro. Johnson. And it's Simons. Kudus gently done. Solanke, and it goes for the shot! And he thumps it clear. Out for a throw. Fabian Ruiz does really well to win the ball there.
Xavi Simons really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's in! Great challenge, time to perfection. Calmly anticipates. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Crunching tackle. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Do you think he's feeling the effects of that tackle? Fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. And he's following up! Dembele finds himself offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Solanke, oh, good spread. That has been knocked clear. Van de Ven. Oh, this looks sharp. Kvaratskhelia. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Neves. Savani. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. And the shot's on chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's hoisted clear.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Solanke. Solanke. And out it comes again.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Barcola. What a throw in. Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here. Alex Simons. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's played forward. Van de Ven. Van de Ven. Moved on forwards. Savani. And here's Dembele. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross, and that is a good ball to find him.
Paris Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Hakimi. Lee Kang in, and that's aimed into the middle.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vitinha gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Bissouma, Brennan Johnson, Pedro Porro. Nice control, plenty waiting in the middle. Can he find the finish?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lee Kang in. Bissouma. Alex Simons. Oh, Red, nice interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pedro Porro. Paris Saint-Germain are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. There's a probing ball. Bissouma with the clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Mendes. That's a clever looking ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now it's Kudus. Kudus takes a look up. Kudus's cross.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hakimi. Hakimi carries the ball down the right.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Kudus caresses it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Barcola looks to get on the end of this. Simons. Hakimi wins the duel this time. João Neves. Barcola. It is now or never. Time is against them. Barcola in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Van der Beek, driven forward. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Zabani. Fabian Ruiz.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Johnson. And here's Solanke. And here's Xavi Simons.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Zabani shifted upfield. Lee Kang in, played over towards the opposite flank. Mendes aim forwards, gets it away.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Looking here to chip it through.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Romero, nicely aimed pass. Oh, red, nice interception. Kudus, Simons.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Romero cuts it out. João Palhinha, and the keeper's got it again. This official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. João Palhinha. Nuno Mendes. Zabani. Vitinha. Lee Kang in. Out to the right. Kudus. Xavi Simons. Well, they can break here. Johnson forwards and with intent. Zabani. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Van der Ven makes the interception. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lee Kang in. Fabian Ruiz. Spence attempts a clearance. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite quite able.
He's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And here's Vitinha. Lee Kang in. And now the breakaway. And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So Jim, how do you reflect on